Hello, I'm Christian Perez from BSME 11.
I am Angelica Waidano from BSME 11,
I am Raymond Karen Domingo from BSME 11,
and
and
we
we will
will
be
be
presenting the
presenting the
basic
basic
equipment
equipment
in
in
mechanical
mechanical
engineering.
engineering.
To start this video, first we ask ourselves, why do we need these basic tools and equipment in the first place? Of course, as future engineers, these are our weapons in the battlefield, just like soldiers. And in order to create, repair, or destroy something, we would need these tools. First of all, a disciplined engineer must have a screwdriver. A screwdriver is a tool that is used to screw and unscrew screws, and it can be both done manually and or automatically. These are some types of screwdrivers. Phillips screwdriver. It is the most known type of screwdriver, and it has a cross end mainly so that the blade will not slip out when unscrewing or screwing something. Flathead screwdriver. It is also a very known type of screwdriver. It looks similar to a chisel, and it also can act as a chisel at times. Flathead screwdrivers can be used on a Phillips head screw but usually slips out. Torx screwdriver. It is a type of screwdriver that has an end shaped like a star and is used for security due to its high efficiency. Hex screwdriver. It is an unusual type of screwdriver that resembles a small, six-sided metal shank bent into an L shape and lacking a head. This is commonly used in bike maintenance and some appliances. Posi drive screwdriver. It is an updated version of the Phillips screwdriver. It has an additional four lines radiating from the center. The screwdriver has a blunt tip and small ribs among the blade between the main edges. With its design, it has an increased risk of damaging the screw head. Moreover, it has a lesser chance of camming out. Tri-wing screwdriver. It resembles a pinwheel, and its screw head has a triangular socket with three straight wing extensions following each edge in a clockwise direction. These were originally created for aerospace engineering, but are now commonly found in home electronics. Lastly, spanner screwdriver. Spanner screwdrivers are designed for tamper-proof functions. It has two rounded holes on opposing ends of its head. The screwdriver is mostly used for maintenance in subways, bus terminals, elevators, or public restrooms. Next would be drills. A drill is a hand tool, power tool, or machine with a rotating cutting tip used for making holes. A power drill is an electrical motor that rotates a replaceable drill bit to make a hole in wood, plastic, or metal. Screwdriver tips can also be installed in the power drill to turn screws. Drills have many different bit types, and here are some of the examples. Twist drill bit. It is the most common drilling tool used by many engineers with either a hand or power drill. The front edges cut the material, and the spirals along the length remove the debris from the hole and to keep the bit straight. This can be used on timber, metal, plastic, and similar materials. Spade drill bit. It is a drill bit used to create much bigger holes and is relatively easier to use. To use a spade drill bit, it is important for the drill to be perpendicular to the workpiece. Forstner drill bit. It is used to form holes with a flat bottom. It is most commonly used in hardware installations, where a precise depth of mortise is required, such as kitchen cupboard hinges. Brad point drill bit. It is a drill bit that has a sharp pin at the tip of the bit which bits into the wood to ensure a straight and even hole. This drill bit is specially designed to drill hard and soft woods. Installer bit. Installer bits are specialized drill bits for drilling wood, plaster, and some machinery. They are generally used for installing wiring systems. Hole saw bit. It is used for drilling large holes for pipe runs, larger wires, or cable pass-throughs. Glass and tile bits. As the name suggests, it is specially designed for use with glass and tiles. It is made of carbide to prevent chipping and cracking. Masonry drill bit. It is the strongest bit of all and is commonly used on hard materials such as concrete, brick, and masonry. Next would be saws. Saws are essential for engineers, whether you need to cut wood, stone, or anything else. Saws come in a variety of forms but generally fall into either the tooth blade or disc types. Jigsaw. It is a type of saw best used for cutting shapes and curves in wood, metal, or other material, with its narrow blade, which is attached to the tool's body by a spring-loaded clamp at the front. Circular saw. It is a power saw using a tooth or abrasive disc to cut different materials using a rotary motion spinning around an arbor. It is capable of cutting through ceramic tile, wood, masonry, and steel. Lastly, a bandsaw. A bandsaw is a power saw with a long, sharp blade consisting of continuous band of tooth metal, stretched between two or more wheels to cut material. It is used in woodwork, metalwork, and lumbering.
Pliers. It is a tool that is used for holding small objects or for bending and cutting wires. It is also used to grip, position, tighten, and loosen a certain metal elements. First type is needle nose pliers, or also called long nose pliers. It is a versatile tool that has long, tapering jaws with a pointed tip. Among their many uses are gripping, bending, and cutting small gauge wire. They can reach into tight places that are inaccessible to other types of pliers. They also provide excellent control and are well suited to precision work or to grip parts that are too small to hold with your fingers. Next type is the slip joint pliers. They are handy for holding or bending flat or round stock, loop a wire, cut soft wire nails, remove cotter pins, and if necessary, loosen or tighten a knot. Next one is tongue and groove plier. It is commonly used for turning and holding knots and bolts, gripping irregularly shaped objects, and clamping materials. It is also possible to rotate objects while keeping them in one position. Next is vice grip plier. It is used for removing broken screws and loosening frozen knots. You can use them to clamp small things in place, to remove stripped or broken screws, and even to open a zipper when the pull breaks off. Last type is wire cutter or stripper. It is a portable handheld tool used by workers for removing the protective coating of an electric wire and to replace or repair the wire. It is also capable of stripping the end portions of an electric wire to connect them to other wires or to terminal. Next equipment is the handheld tools. A hand tool is a small manual instrument traditionally operated by the muscular strength of the user. First type is utility knives. It is handheld, bladed cutting tools used to shear various materials during many manufacturing, handling, and construction processes. Utility knives are often manufactured according to specifications for a particular application but are often versatile enough to be used on other tasks. Next type is the calipers. It is a type of measuring tool that measures the distance between two opposite sides of an object. Calipers are meant for measuring thicknesses and internal or external diameters inaccessible to a scale. Next is air compressors. It is a pneumatic device that converts power using an electric motor, diesel, or gasoline engine into potential energy stored in a pressurized air. By one of several methods, an air compressor forces more and more air into a storage tank, increasing the pressure. Next is spirit level. An engineer's spirit level, or also called machinist level, is generally used to level machines, although they may also be used to level large workpieces on machines such as planers. Using gravity as a reference and checking a machine's axis of travel at several points, the level is used to ensure the machine's axis is straight. The next one is chisel. Chisel is a cutting tool with a sharpened edge at the end of a metal blade, often used by driving with a mallet or hammer. in dressing, shaping, or working a solid materials such as wood, stone, or metal. Chisels today are made of steel in various sizes and degrees of hardness depending on use. The next is metal file. Engineer files, also known as hand files, are a type of hand tool used to smooth and shape a range of materials including metals and wood, removing any unwanted material after cutting or sharpening. Engineer files can also be used with a file handle to make its use more ergonomic. Next one is tape measure, or also called measuring tape. It is a common tool that is used for measuring. The design of an engineer's tape measure allows you to measure a great distance, and it can be easily carried in your pocket or toolkit. Next is duct tape. Duct tape is a durable tape with a sturdy backing that resists water. It's the go-to repair tool for millions of people. Anytime you need a flexible, sturdy, and sticky tape, just reach for duct tape. It can fix everything from cars and clothing to air ducts and leaky water pipes.
Wrenches. A wrench or spanner is a tool used to provide grip and mechanical advantage in applying torque to turn objects, usually rotary fasteners such as bolts and nuts, or keep them from turning. There are different types of wrenches according to its usage. Box end wrenches. Box end wrenches have ends that enclose the nut and have 6, 8, 12, or 16 points inside the head. A wrench with 12 points is used on either a hexagonal or square nut. The 8 and the 16-point wrenches are used on the square members. Open end wrench. A wrench with an open end fits around a fastener instead of over it, so you can slip it into an area where there isn't room for a socket. Combination wrench. Used most often for difficult nuts, the closed ends loosens the nut so that the open end can be used to quickly unscrew it. Adjustable spanner. An adjustable spanner is an open-end wrench with a movable jaw, allowing it to be used with different sizes of fastener head rather than just one fastener size, such as with a conventional fixed spanner. Ratchet wrench. A ratchet is a common wrench device with a fastener component. A ratchet wrench is an essential tool that is used to fasten or loosen nuts and bolts. Allen wrench. An Allen wrench is a simple tool used to drive bolts and screws with hexagonal sockets in their head. The tool is usually formed of a single piece of hexagonal rod of hard steel, with blunt ends that are meant to fit snugly into the screw socket, bent in an L shape with unequal arms. Hammer. A hammer is a tool consisting of a weighted head fixed to a long handle that is swung to deliver an impact to a small area of an object. This can be, for example, to drive nails into wood, to shape metal, or to crush rock. Hammers are used for a wide range of driving, shaping, and breaking applications. There are different classifications of hammers according to its usage. Claw hammer. A claw hammer is a tool primarily used for driving nails into or pulling nails from some other objects. Generally, a claw hammer is associated with woodworking but is not limited to use with wood products. Cross-pane hammers. A cross-pane hammer is used to start off the tack or nail. If you hold a small nail or tack in your fingers, it can be difficult to hit the head of the nail without hitting your fingers. The cross-pane allows you to gently tap the nail between your fingers without striking a finger or thumb. Ball-peen hammers. A ball-peen hammers or ball-peen hammer, also known as machinist hammer, is a type of paning hammer used in metalworking. It has two heads, one flat and the other one, called the pin, is rounded. Lump hammer. A lump hammer is a small sledgehammer whose relatively lightweight and short handle allows single-handed use. It is useful for light demolition work, driving masonry nails, and used with a slight chisel when cutting stone or metal. Sledgehammer. A sledgehammer is a tool with a large, flat, often metal head attached to a long handle. The long handle combined with a heavy head allows the sledgehammer to gather momentum during a swing and apply a large force compared to the hammer designed to drive nails. Dead blow hammer. A dead blow hammer is a specialized mallet which absorbs tremors when the hammer strikes. It is an extremely useful tool as it minimizes damage to a struck surface, and its minimal rebound helps to avoid accidental damages to precision work, especially when working in tight areas. Mallet. A mallet is a hammer used to strike an object without damaging it. They are typically lightweight and made from solid wood, rubber, or leather. Due to their lack of weight, they are typically not very good at moving objects a greater distance. Instead, they are better suited for seating or nudging objects together. Jacks. A jack is a mechanical lifting device used to apply great forces or lift heavy loads. A mechanical jack employs a screw thread for lifting heavy equipment. There are different classifications of jacks according to its usage. Hydraulic jacks. Hydraulic jacks are composed of different kinds of levers, valves, and hydraulic pistons in order to lift heavier loads. Scissor jacks. A scissor jack is a powerful lifting jack operated by a screw in the horizontal position that lengthens or shortens the horizontal diagonal of a parallelogram consisting of the linkages of the jack. Bottle jack. A bottle jack or whiskey jack is a jack which resembles a bottle in shape, having a cylindrical body and a neck. Within is a vertical lifting arm with a support pad of some kind fixed to the top. The jack may be hydraulic or work by a screw action.
Last one is the lubricating tools. Some lubricants are applied by smearing them on the surfaces to be lubricated. You will most often use a tool called grease gun, oiler, or grease pump, especially designed to put the lubricant into the equipment through a lubrication field.